Well, we're on part 3 already. It's not really an affordable coffin video this time, it's more of a personalising the coffin. The last thing I really had to do in the garage was putting the handles on, because it wasn't a nice height. I didn't want to go and put it on the coffee table and then try and figure it out inside. So that was all done. So I decided to carry it inside the house. That was fun. We didn't have 6 pallbearers, so I ended up using me and Amanda and Andrea as a photographer to take the photos. So I decided to go through the back door, and me and Amanda just carried it in, but of course we've got a back door, and then we got a door, say, a metre or so away from the back door that turns into the lounge. Now, that was a bit of a problem. Because the thing is so long and quite wide at the shoulders, we ended up having to tip the coffin and try to diggle it around. And then Dre was taking photos and said, "Hey, Mum, why didn't you use the front door?" I didn't have an answer for that because we sort of never used the front door. We always go through the back door. So the first thing that I had in my head was we just put in the back door. The front door would have been so much easier. It was straight into the lounge. But no, I had to take the most difficult way possible. So we finally got it into the lounge, put it on the floor underneath the bookshelf where it still is. And I decided I wanted to do the lid first because the whole outside of the coffin was done, but the lid looked very plain. So I decided to put a black lace trim all the way around it. And then the screw plates. There's 3 screw plates on each side where you get special screws that you basically screw down the coffin lid after the body's been placed in it. They actually have to be cut down because I would like to use them, but I don't want to screw them right in every time because there's quite a length to it. So I said, right, I'll do that first. So that, and then it was preparing the inside of the coffin. Now, when I put the handles on, I noticed that the screws protruded slightly inside, so you got a sharp end of the screw sticking inside the coffin. Well, that's all right if you just place a body inside, because they're not going to wriggle around. They're just going to lie still. But the way we want to use it, of course, is for filming, photography. You're in and out. You might end up getting too close to one side and, either pinch yourself or eventually the lining will completely be ripped off. So I wanted to have those covered. So I had some plastic packing material, which I cut up and glued over the screws. So that was okay. And then I put Dacron all the way around the sides as well, which I just glued down quickly with a hot glue gun, because you just put a hot glue gun up and just press it down, and that's fine. The next stage I had to go and, of course, make the lining. The mattress, so I did the lining, but the mattress I wanted in first before I put a lining in. But the mattress I had made beforehand. When we first got the coffin, I took all the measurements, and while the polythene was drying, I did the mattress inside. Now, Amanda had a mattress given to her years ago, and it had a mattress cover on it, which you can open up with a zip, wash it, and put it back on again. Now, she had 2 of those. Now, we never do it because she's got mattress protectors, so the cover of the mattress itself didn't actually need to be washed. So I was actually going to chuck it out, and I'm just taking so much room in the hallway cupboard. Then when the coffin came out, I thought, hey, hang on a minute, I can use that. So I ended up cutting that up for the mattress for in the coffin. And then I had 5 pillows I found in the cupboard, new ones. Because I often, when you buy a new pillow for yourself, the cheapest way of doing it is they come in a set of 2. So you buy 2, use 1, put the other one in the cupboard. And somebody else needs a pillow. Oh, well, buy 2, put 1 in the cupboard. You keep forgetting that you've still got pillows in the cupboard. And I had 5. So I ended up using, I suppose, 3.5 pillows. I actually used 3 for the mattress itself, and half of that, of the 4th pillow, I ended up using for the pillow itself that I made for inside the coffin. So I put that inside because I wanted that inside first, not the pillow, just the mattress. And then I started sewing up. I already had cut the shape out for the lining, so all I had to do was sew it all up, see how everything fitted, which it did. I made it a bit deeper than the coffin is because I wanted to have it sort of slightly tucked in underneath the mattress, so it looks like you've got a lining and the mattress is separate again, so it looks like you've got several layers of satin. And then I put a lace trim all the way around the top, which actually, old-fashioned cotton lace, which looks really nice. So that's what, so that was, I actually glued that in with a very heavy, but it's more of a sealer glue that can be painted. We use it a lot. I've used it for putting dolls' houses together and all sorts. So that's actually quite thick. So I could actually put a beading of glue all along the edge and then press the satin into it so it actually stuck properly. And it because it's so gluggy, it's not going to come off. And every so now and then I put a thumbtack underneath the lace just to make sure it's not going to get ripped off when we go in and out. So that's actually, it look magnificent now. It just looks really, really good. The only thing I need now really is a brass plate on the top, because all coffins got, a name plate. I've been on the net and gone through several sites, and I've contacted one and got no reply. Okay, so I contacted them again. No reply again. Tried somebody else. No reply. Okay, they obviously don't want to sell it, so, well, forget it then. So I said to Tony, look, what can I do? I need a brass plate or something on there to make the coffin lid look complete. He said, I probably can have this. You can get similar plaques, but then in a plastic layer, and also a goldish colour, and it would work. So he's ordered one with writing on it, whatever verse I would like on there. We've decided that together, so I'm just waiting for that to come through, and of course now I have to wait until big screws that screw the lid down are cut down. We do that in the weekend, and then it's pretty much complete. So and we were discussing, okay, what am I going to use it after we've done the filming and everything? What are we going to use the coffin for? You don't do filming for that long. And my brother had a great idea, just to keep it in a lounge with a recording in it that the person wants to get out, and it will promise never to eat another visitor, if I would let him out. Now, I think that's a brilliant idea, but I don't have a recorder, and we don't get that many visitors too. So I said to Tony, hey, could we use it as a coffee table? That'll be, pretty cool. Just use it, you can lift a lid and you put all your remotes in there, and we can use it. Yeah, but unfortunately the lid would get damaged after a while, which I suppose he's quite right in, because if you see our coffee table, you just, even though we use coasters, but just there's a lot of movement. You've got books on there or other items, and it scratches it after a while, and I can see all my lace coming off. So okay, right, fine, I won't use it as a coffee table. Then again, sometimes Tony keeps me awake at night, when he's got a cold and he's coughing, and I end up just going to the lounge, sleeping in the lounge. And I thought, hey, you know what? I probably could use it as a spare bed. If he keeps me awake, fine, I'll sleep on my coffin. I don't care. It's quite comfy, nice and cosy, not a problem. But now that's the coffin is finished, I'll leave some photos. I'm still waiting for the plate, so it's not quite complete yet. It's probably, have to wait for my plaque, but otherwise it's all done. And then we can start making some fun photos and videos. So keep in tune. Thank you.